So this was a big surprise.
I was shocked.
They seem to keep this very quiet until it was time, because because there was all this speculation about what was going to happen. So we knew that at the end of the year, WWE's deal with Peacock was ending in terms of the library that, it used to be WWE Network. They moved it all to Peacock. But we knew that at the end of the year, that deal was expiring, and there was a lot of speculation about, I thought what was going to happen was they were going to continue putting the stuff on YouTube. They've got the WWE Vault YouTube channel, which they're constantly adding to. They've got a separate WCW channel that they're constantly adding to the library stuff. I thought maybe they were going to continue to do that. I had no idea, and I don't think many people did. This was kind of a surprise that not all of it yet, but a big chunk of that content is going to be available on Netflix. I don't think yet they've said anything about the ECW
or
content,
WCW or the territories content,
right? But I assume that's coming. But right now, that
might be a little bit trickier.
You think so?
I think there might be some. Again, this is pure speculation on my part. I think there might be some legalese that needs to be straightened out in regards to the WCW stuff and the.
You think so? Why would it matter? They own all of
it. Because
why would it be any different than Peacock?
It's all in how legally it was drawn up when they purchased it. Because right now, WWE owns the rights to the video, yes. But when you sign over library rights, there's distribution agreements. So it might be one of those things that WWE can distribute it however they want. But if you put it on Netflix, WWE is no longer the distributor. Netflix is.
But how would that be any different than having it on Peacock?
Fair point. I think there's going to be, I guess I wouldn't be shocked if there's going to be some bumps in the road on getting them on Netflix. I think that WWE, what they should do is just go back to having the network style, but charge like $5.99 a month.
Yeah.
And just have it all on there. Because I would pay $6 a month to be able to stream every major pro wrestling event in history.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know any pro wrestling fan that's going to be like, I'm not paying that.
Right.
Like, obviously, there would be some things that I would want to see.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I would want to see ECW unedited. Obviously, you can't have the music. But there are things they've cut out of ECW that I take offense to. They cut out Bubba Ray Dudley's infamous Heatwave promo. That was great.
I wonder, something I've wondered about is in terms of putting what, because obviously, like we were just saying, they've put a lot of this on YouTube. Is there maybe an issue, especially with ECW, where I assume they would get some sort of exemption because they're such a big provider of content, obviously WWE. But is there potentially an issue in terms of some of that ECW content very stridently violating YouTube's standards in terms of what they will allow and will not allow on their platform?
I think WWE right now could probably get any company to concede to whatever they want.
Probably, I agree. Yeah.
Yeah. So I don't think that's a big issue. I think it would be an issue at the beginning.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I want unedited ECW.
Right.
And I want, this might be controversial, I want Chris Benoit's name to be re-added back to stuff. Like, I get it. And what he did was heinous, horrible, and awful.
Mm-hmm.
But you remove WrestleMania 20 from you, or you limit the description of what WrestleMania 20 is.
Right.
And we all know, I mean, why do that? Why grossly edit that year's Royal Rumble because Benoit won it?
I fundamentally agree. I do.
Like, you know, there are individuals that...
Because it affects everybody. It doesn't just affect Chris Benoit. It affects everybody who worked with him. And that's not their fault. They should be penalized for that.
But
yeah.
Chris Benoit has a son that's still living.
Yeah.
You know, he might want to see that celebration with Eddie that you cut out.
Yeah.
You know,
no, I agree with you.
So, I mean, while I don't think he should be honored and be in the Hall of Fame.
No, you cannot do that. No, certainly not. No, that would be insane. But yeah, no, but I agree with you. I mean, he shouldn't be, you know, his content should not be discarded permanently. And, you know, and it is worth mentioning too. I mean, when they examined his brain, please don't anyone take this wrong. I'm not defending.
No, don't say it, Matt, because you know they're going to.
Well, I know they're going to, but it is worth pointing out. When they examined his brain, I mean, it was soup. He had, I mean,
the brain of a 60-plus-year-old man with Alzheimer's.
Yeah, with everything we know about CTE now that we were starting to know then, but we certainly know now. You know,
I have to play devil's advocate there, Matt.
Yeah.
Also, I want to say he did have human growth hormone in his body. He did have some form of steroids in his system.
Mm-hmm.
That didn't help.
No, of course not. But, you know, but his brain was pretty messed up. So I just say all that to say, you know, we need to, it's worth mentioning. That's all. I don't really have anything to add about that, but I do agree with your point, you know, to just erase him.
Like history is like, not. Let the events be. Let the events show what they show.
Yeah, exactly.
And that's the same with ECW. Like, if anything, you're creating more views for YouTube.
Mm-hmm. Right.
I can go watch the infamous Bubba Ray Dudley Heatwave promo on YouTube. And if WWE would listen to why Bubba Ray did what he did, it would make sense. Have you seen the promo, Matt?
No.
I will send it to you. It is inflammatory. It is very un-PC. It is not good. But the story behind it is they were walking into the arena and Devon was called racial slurs.
Okay.
And they were spit on as they were coming out to the ring.
Okay.
Which, yes, they're heels, but there's a line you don't cross.
Sure.
And to me, that's one of them. You can't spit on talent.
No, of course not.
And call them racial slurs. So then Bubba Ray launched into this diatribe that I'm not, decorum prevents me from saying it on here.
Yeah.
But it was bad.
Wow.
I remember on my aunt's cable bill the next month, there was an apology.
Really? On the
she
cable
had
bill?
Bought that event. And that the views of ECW talent that occurred in this event are not the views of Viewers' Choice or your local cable provider.
That's interesting. Wow.
That was very interesting.
Huh.
Yeah, my aunt wanted to know what was said.
Yeah. Did you tell her?
Yeah, I repeated it, and then I got in trouble. Like the hell is this?
Oh, yeah. No.
It was a lot harder to get them to order ECW pay-per-views then.
Oh, well, by the way, so we're good with the Netflix story, right?
Yeah, I think I actually was able to find all of it.
Okay.
All the WWE stuff, very easy to navigate. Great picture quality.
Okay.
Step above Peacock for sure.
Oh, really? Okay, good.
Yeah.
Good. So
Yeah, they did a great job.
Yeah.